Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss gear linkage and the problems I had and the fact that it's done. So let's show you. I turned that bar into, put them both up together, look, into that one, and that bar. And that bar. So you can see the difference there. I'll put you on the bench so you can actually see the length difference in them, and we'll discuss the problems I had with them. Right then, I hope you can see. So this was the cut down version that I got with the subframe and engine that I bought. They were absolutely nowhere near fitting. They were too long. Well, this one was too long and this one was too short. So that is, like I say, you can see that one. You can see the difference I've had to cut out of that one. And then on this one's quite dramatic. Again, you can further across. You can clearly see the distance I've had to cut out of that one to get that right. So this is the mounting hardware I'm using. So again, this is what came with the converted one. It's bent for a start. Someone's tack welded some nuts on. So this is what came off my Nissan Micra. I've just give it a coat of paint, and it's not bent, which is the more important thing. And then this is the selector. This is off my Nissan Micra, so I had to cut it off, and then obviously once I've cut it off, I can then, I've now decided to bolt it on. So this is the hardware I'm going to be using. So these you will recognise as normal mini selector bushes, really. I think that's what they're going to be called. I think that's what they're called. So we need them. We need the nuts and bolts. I need some more washers and some nuts and bolts for the other side as well. So what I'll do is I will put it together, and then we'll put it on the car, and then we'll take it from there. Right, so that's an assembled unit. So this side bolts onto the, this is like a stabiliser bar, so this bolts onto the back of the gearbox, well, to the side of the gearbox really. This bolts onto the selector. Obviously you've got your shifter here, you've got your return spring here, that's bolted up now, and these are what are going to be actually inside the car. So like I said, I'll take it to the car, I'll fit it, and then I'll show you that. Right, you'll have to bear with me because filming this on my back is not easy. So as you can see, it mounts there, and then we'll follow it down. It goes into the car there. The two selector shafts go down. As you can see, we've got a, that's to the back of the box. That selects the gears, and then that side is just the stabiliser bar for it basically. So I'm hoping I've still got enough room here for the exhaust. It's going to get a bit tight at this section here, so I'll have to, it might have to hang a bit low here just to avoid that, but obviously there should be no problem at all. So let me put you inside the car so you can see the difference. So here it is in the car. So we're in neutral. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. Now, check this out as well. So, check this out. So we take this off, which was practically glued on. I had to put it in the vise to get it off. So we'll take this off, and slide that on. Put that back on. And obviously with it bolted down, I've got a classic mini gator on it, mate. Oh yeah. Right then, I've just been editing this video and realised I've not explained the issues that I had. So the first issue was that modified linkage that I bought was too long. I presume they were going to have it further back in the car, but I really wanted to utilise that section where the Mini would have been, because I like it. It's already there. That's what I wanted to do. So I've already fitted it in the car now. So rather than messing around getting it back out again because it's a ball ache, I'm going to show you on this. So the problem I was having, until a friend came over and explained to me, so gearboxes, they're just full of unicorns and pixie dust. I ain't got a clue how they work or inside them, but I'm trying to learn and trying to work my way around it. So on the back of the box, the selector, you get all the way in, you get out, which is neutral, and you get another one. Now I thought all the way in was first, and all the way out was second. And then obviously, when you do the side to side, that moves the shaft inside and selects the different gears. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So when I cut it all down and everything like that, I was getting it, and then what happened is I'd only tack welded it, so I was getting all the gears and I tack welded it, and then I got giddy thinking I was in Fast and Furious, and unfortunately I snapped the welds. So I thought, well, I know it's in roughly the right position, so I just welded it up. The problem with just welding it up was it had made it shorter. So what was happening is, so I thought when it was all the way inside the box, that was first, but that's actually not, that's second, or the back lot of gears, because if you look at this here, so this is a jack handle, so in neutral there, so then once you go into first, that moves the fulcrum point, I think it's called, backwards. So you're actually pulling it out of the box, not putting it in. And then obviously when you go back to neutral, that's the rock motion in the middle. And then when you go to second, obviously that is then moving the fulcrum point forward, which is pushing the inside the gearbox. And that's what I couldn't work out. I was going first, thinking that it all went forward, and it doesn't. So I'd actually made it too short. So until a friend came round and we were talking ideas over, and it was stressing me out a bit, he explained to me that's the problem you're having. The problem is that your fulcrum point is pushing backwards when you go to first. So when I'd all welded it back up and fitted it, it wouldn't select first. And the reason for that is because it was too short, and it was trying to pull the shaft almost out of the box if I was trying to ram it harder. There you go. So that is the best way I can explain the problem I had. So like I say, you're in neutral, you got first, which moves your fulcrum point backwards, which then pulls it out of the box or pulls the shaft further out. Then obviously neutral, and then goes into second, or your back lot of gears, second, fourth, and reverse. And obviously that's first, third, and fifth. So that's where I was getting the confusion, and that's why I couldn't work it out. I was like, why is it was already selecting, and then what I've done is when I've come to weld it back up again, I've obviously welded it too short. So it must have just been on its little point when I was welding up before. And also as well, when I tack welded it before, I'd noticed that the rubber bushes were pulling slightly that I've mounted. So now I've put 20mm back into it, it's moved it further down, and it's also made them bushes sit much nicer. So that was the problem. So I completely forgot to add that in. So now back to me yesterday doing the video. Right then, a couple of my friends on Facebook said I missed a trick here, because I showed that on Facebook the other night that I would manage to sort this. So they said I missed a trick, so I'm going to do it for you now, and this proves whether they watch the video. So they've got to comment if they watch the videos. Are you ready? Bomb, 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 bomb. Yeah, me. Just a quick question to all the A series guys. Does your box have 5 gears? Because mine does. Thanks for watching, guys.